Well, here we are again, back in the turkey woods. Go up here and see if we can't see anything or hear anything today. Just gonna be real quiet. Supposed to be a little storm coming in again tonight. Oh, back down here on this 50 acres, my buddy Scott, he's the one that put me on the bird that I killed last time. And then he texted me the other day, said he was going after the bird. He owns the land next to it. Oh, that's deer. And he texted me about 7:30. Had a big old long, thick bearded bird on the ground. So anyway, I'm trying to decide if I want to go up this lane and go to the middle of the property back where I killed, or just go on down. But anyway, I went to the doctor. I guess I'll go on down this way. Some hardwoods back over on this side. I can't hunt this side. But if I can get them in this road, I can smash them. But well, actually I can hunt the very back. I got about, it could be about 5 acres back here in the back that's on this side of the road. So I guess I can, but it's gotta be at the back. But I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, went to the doctor, and the doctor said, basically with all the stress and headaches I've had, body aches, short of breath, palpitations and all that kind of stuff, just basically my body is stressed out. Stressed to the limit from all the trapping, no sleep because of all the trapping. And you know, after you hit that 40-year-old mark, everything changes. So he said take it easy, so here I am taking it easy. Just walking through the woods. I'm just gonna go back here and make one little loop on this place. And that's it. I ain't gonna try to go hard or nothing like that. So other than that, caught some armadillos today. Y'all may have seen that video. Caught some armadillos. So it's that time of the year. Anyway, talking about other stuff and walking the woods. We'll head on down here a little bit. We're here one time. My cow been sitting in the sun all day. Feel like it got a little suntan, kind of wore out. Anyway, I'm gonna ease on down here. And just call a little bit, make the loop, guys, make the loop. Well, we gotta set up in this old food plot again where them turkey birds come out. Them turkey birds actually come out right here the other day. You can kind of see behind me. That creek's right there behind me. And those turkey birds flew that creek, which would have been about another 20 yards. About another 20 yards right there. And I was sitting, let's see, I can turn this around. I was sitting right over there somewhere. And birds ended up being about 70, 80 yards, I guess, 90 yards across that field. I don't know, whatever, it's a long way. I didn't shoot until I crawled across that field, so. Anyway, y'all know, I don't know if y'all seen where I gave away my personal Yawk call. So I got KB's hen, River Bottom Queen. Y'all can get that houndstooth game calls as well. I kind of got that call. I hadn't scratched it up or anything, just. Just do a little bit. I'd actually fold it over so it made it a 2 read, but anyway. We're just in the woods, we're gonna get settled here. Make a few calls like we did last time, just see what happens. Might not be nothing. Then again, it might be everything. Oh boy, I love this turkey hunt. Love this turkey. Well, we back in the same old walkout right here. I ain't heard no turkeys. Ain't no some buzzers trying to come back into that shooting house to roost. Saw armadillo. Here I am out here trapping armadillos. I got them running up on me in the woods. Anywho's, we're gonna walk it back to the truck. Got some weather coming in. We might try some public land in the morning. It's good to have private land. But if the turkeys ain't there, you gotta go find another spot till they are here. You know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see y'all another day. Hopefully another goblin bear. His old jury day had a storm roll in last night, so it wasn't no turkey hunting this morning. And I had a couple of guys call in and said they wasn't making it. The two guys that was on call last night, so they must have had with the bad weather that come in, they must have worked last night for them to say they just gonna lay up for a little bit and give out, be a little behind this morning or not come in at all. So I don't blame them. I could hear the trailer rocking last night, but I had my little box fan going, so I didn't really stress over it too much. If a tornado take me, it's just gonna take me. I ain't got no storm shelter. So anyway, Doc got me on some new medicine. And dude, I'm telling you right now, my stomach is toe up, and it feels like that 25, like it hit me when I left the house, but it was too far to turn back around. I was in between that 25-mile ride. It's like, well, should I go back? Should I go home? Man, I'm about to burn up right now. It's so hot up in this truck. Whoa, man, my stomach toe up. So anyway, I'm trying right now. It looks like I'm gonna catch every dang red light in West Point, Mississippi. Whoo, I'm hurting. Anywho, trying to get to the shop. Might tell a little turkey story later. I ain't got a whole lot going on unless I find out I caught an armadillo last night, which I doubt I did with the storm. They probably stayed buried up like most armadillos do when you had them tornado act like weather, if that's how you say it. Come on, man, I gotta go. So anywho's, we rolling. These folk, man, it's hot up in this. Somebody cut the air on. Oh, man. Doc, what you put me on? Anyway. Oh, boy. So any which way, we headed to work. Hopefully. With a clean pair of underwear. Well, good evening. You can see me and old Leroy just hanging out in the truck. It has turned off cold after this thunderstorm that we had. This weather moved on through. I think we got a little more rain coming. I'm on my lunch hour. I always have to specify that I'm on my lunch hour so that the place I work don't get mad about shooting videos, because they get turned up about everything. What are you smiling for? We don't smile at this place at work. What are you smiling for? What are you frowning for? We don't frown at this place. They're never satisfied. It's just one of those places. But anyway, since you've seen that I didn't kill a turkey, and you've seen that I didn't get up this morning due to thunderstorms, and you probably saw a little bit that I'm actually kind of scared to eat right now. Where my stomach been tore up and these vitamins and whatnot, medicine they got me for everything. When my body's been just broke down and whoa, wow. But it got me to thinking today as I was watching the thunderstorm roll through all the wind and rain and lightning and thunder, and it got me to thinking about a story, a turkey hunting story that I had from years ago. See, used to, before all the yacht was going on, when I was just an old young buck and looked up to the other guys in this city that killed turkeys all the time, I wanted to be like them. I wanted to kill turkeys like them. I wanted to hunt places that they had to hunt, even though I never did. But I wanted places that had land like them to kill those turkeys, kill those big old long spurred, long beard, hard gobbling, hardwood bottom thundering chickens. Whoa! I wanted to fit in with them. And I remember every day them old guys would go up there to the Hardys over here in West Point, Mississippi, and they'd be sitting around sipping their coffee and whatnot. And you could always tell when they had a good morning or a bad morning, because if they was really turkey hunting, then they wasn't at the Hardys at 7 o'clock in the morning. And maybe they didn't go, they was already there. Maybe they had a bad morning, didn't even hear nothing gobble. And I always want to be like them. They always joke me because I was a young buck. You'll never be like us, boys. I can't even tell it. I can't even tell it without choking up. And I remember one day there was a thunderstorm that rolled in, and I was late one evening sitting there, and there was supposed to be a storm rolling in that night, and the wind was blowing, and I got on some birds, and it was an old oak bottom, didn't have about 10 acres of hardwood timber. Sitting there with what they used an old duck slough, and that old duck slough kind of grew up that time of the year. It was just a bunch of old sage grass in there and whatnot. They had hipped the land up. You see, they had hipped that land up to plant some trees down there. So all that sage had grown up. Well, anyway, I slipped in there on this old bird and about 8, 9 hens. And right at dark, he pitched up in there, and I even watched him crouch on the limb when he folded up. I said, he'll be here in the morning, right there on that limb, and I'm going to be right here. And when he pitches down in that old hardwood timber in the morning, boom, I'm going to knock his feet right out from under him, going to rock his world. Well, that night I slept. I didn't sleep real good because I knew I had that bird. You know how they always say, roosted ain't roasted. That was kind of going through my mind. What if he does this? What if he does that? Well, I got up the next morning. There was a storm. It done hit about the Grenada, Mississippi line, which means it was only an hour or so from us. And the way that wind blows, now it'd take you about 2 hours to drive over there, but it'd take you about the wind, way them thunderstorms roll in. It'd take about an hour to get here. Well, I crawled in there early, because you had to be in there early. I wanted his head to still be tucked up under his wing when I got right up under him. Well, as I was getting there, the thunder and lightning was about to roll in. The wind was picking up, and you could just see as the day was breaking, that old turkey was sleeping in. He didn't want to stick his head out. He knew that there was a storm coming, and finally as daybreak, I could see just a little bit of the wind blowing the beard. I said, there he is. That's him right there in that land, because there was birds all over. And that old lightning was pow, and that thunder was rolling through there. He kind of woke up, and I said, man, he got to pitch out right here. Done got daylight. They hung on the limb a little bit longer. They was fighting. It was pouring down rain. By the time I seen a hen pitch out, and I seen another hen pitch out, and another hen pitch out. They just pitched out there in that sage field. And I couldn't figure out, why would you pitch out in a high sage field, high grass sage field? And by that time I was debating on, my mindset was, just shoot him off the limb, David. Just shoot him off the limb and be done. Bah-yow! As the lightning was slamming across that old sage field. By the time an old bird pitched out, landed in the middle of that sage field, and I couldn't figure it out. But that wind was just blowing. It was blowing that sage field over like this. So I got down on my hands and knees, and I crawled out there, and the mud was so thick it was sinking up to my elbows. I had my gun around my neck, and it was just kind of hanging. And as I thought I got close enough to the area where they was at, I looked up over that sage grass, and I was just looking. And I seen them all huddled up like ants in the water. They just all huddled up, and there was a spot in there about 10 yards by 10 yards. It was open. They all landed in there, and they were just huddled up. So I finally found the old red head on that bird. He wasn't trying to be impressive or nothing. They were just huddled up because this storm, bah-yow, and it was hitting again, and the thunder was rolling, and the wind was blowing everything over. And you just thought, man, at any minute, that old lightning rod of a shotgun I had in my hand, it was just going to, pow, shoo, shoot right up my duke and make me run out of there. Finally, he kind of separated a little bit, and I raised up. Boom! Busted him. I got him, went over and picked him up by the feet, threw him on my back, and I got out of there as fast as I could as it was pouring down rain, thunderstorm. I went back to the house, changed my clothes, got my work clothes back on, got my little boy. Old Harlow was just young enough to sit in a car seat. Had an old straight seat Chevrolet back then. He had to ride in the front seat, didn't have a back seat. We pulled up there to the Hardys, and all them turkey hunters was sitting up there. And one happened to come to the door. See, I went through the drive-thru because I had my little boy in the car seat. He come out there and said, hard to kill him today, ain't it, son? And he couldn't have asked the question at a better time. I opened that old door because there was a line of people at Hardee's. I opened up that old door, and I reached in the back of the truck, and I strung up that old buzzard-looking turkey, showed it to him. I said, yeah, I can, boss. And that's how I'm going to tuck his tail, turn his head down, and walk right back in. And everybody that was sitting at the table looking out the window, they just turned around and turned their backs to him. And that's the day I knew I was as good, if not better, at killing turkeys, boss. Love it, but I'm old now and I ain't fighting no thunderstorm for no turkeys. So, but anyway, that's just a little old story I just remember from the storms that reminded me of today. I hope y'all have a good one. God bless you. And as always, Jesus loves you.